What's going on, YouTube? Fight on 52 here. Alright, Scootly, here's your video response. First of all, thank you for doing the contest. I really appreciate it. I really, really do. I appreciate the kind words that everyone has said about me and Vintage Baseball Fan 18. It's humbling, really. I mean, it's weird because I haven't really been at this YouTube thing for very long. I mean, maybe 5 months, somewhere around there, 5 months maybe. And that's literally when I kind of caught the bug, I guess. And I kind of, I mean, I really liked watching people's videos and the fact that there was a card community online. Basically, how it started was, um, as a collector, I'm always, into seeing new products and stuff. And for me, there's a lot of products that would come out and basically suck. There'd be products that would come out and just bomb, and like the cards wouldn't look that cool, or like there wasn't that many good hits, or whatever. And I I thought it would be interesting if I kind of did my homework a little bit and kind of watched people open these cards, so I can get kind of a feel of what interests me and what doesn't. And before I went out and bought cards, and so I started to watch people's box breaks and stuff, and I got it kind of led me to Chris at Cards Infinity, and I mean, everybody knows who he is, and that he breaks boxes for people online. They buy cards from his store, and he'll break them online so you can see it, and then he ships you the cards. And I thought that was a cool thing, that he did, and it also made for like an entertaining thing to watch, is like watch people open cards. And my wife, I mean, she thought I was just bonkers. Like, why are you watching people open cards? She's like, that, I mean, it's like, why would you do that? That's the stupidest thing ever. But really, if you're really into collecting, I mean, part of it is seeing people's reactions to the stuff that they get. And just seeing, like, these cards that, normally you wouldn't be able to see, unless it's, like, gets on eBay. Like seeing people's reactions to the cards that they get. I mean, that's kind of part of it. I mean, there's been countless times where, like, I've gone into a card shop and there'll be someone there opening some cards, and like, even though I'm ready to leave, I'll stick around and see what they get. It's interesting. And so that's kind of what brought me here. And then once I started watching those videos, I started realizing that there was a community of people. Like, Chris knew some of the, like, they weren't just like regular customers. They were like people that had channels, and he would like do shout outs for people's channels. And so, like, I would see this guy pull a card that, maybe it was a Bo Jackson card that caught my interest, and then he would say, like, oh, check out his channel, his YouTube name is this. And it kind of led me to finding this community. Anyway, it's a long, boring story, and I'm already 5 minutes into the video, and I've just talked about like how I entered this, which has nothing to do with the contest. But anyway, so it basically it led me to this community, and so I started. I'm like, man, like how, I was thinking to myself, like, how do I get into this? You know, like nobody knows who I am. If I make a video, nobody's gonna care about it. I mean, I just that's kind of how I felt, and I didn't want to just be like commenting on people's videos and like people thinking like, who's that guy? Like I've never even heard of this guy before. Anyway, I didn't really know what to do. I didn't know how to start out and like get into the community. And all I knew is that there were people out there that I was like watching their videos, and they collected things that I could really care less about. There's a lot of things that I just don't care about. And I was watching uh, this guy, awesome YouTuber, Throwback King, and he did like a bunch of jersey. He does jersey videos, like Mitchell and Ness jerseys, and I mean, I always watch his videos, and he started to show some of his cards, which he's a big Raiders fan, and so he had some Bo Jackson cards, and kind of that's what led me to him, honestly. And it's like anyone who likes Bo Jackson is like a friend of mine. And anyway, so I saw he's like a big Raiders fan, and I just like Bo Jackson. I could care less about the Raiders. I mean, I have Raiders stuff all over my house, and you'd think that I was a Raiders fan, but I don't care about the Raiders. I really don't. I just really like Bo Jackson. He's like my favorite athlete of all time. That's who I grew up watching. He played both sports. I mean, that blew my mind as a kid. He played both sports and was awesome at it. So, so yeah, he was like my guy, and so I started collecting him. And so I had a ton of Raider stuff sitting around that I really could care less about. And I was like thinking to myself, like, why would I have these just sitting in a box? And I literally don't care. I don't care about them. They're crap to me. To me, they're crap. And I knew there was good stuff in there that he would really, really like. And so I was like, you know what? This guy is really well known in the community. He's got a ton of followers. I thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to send this guy some Raiders cards. I'm going to send him some stuff. And I figured that way, I would at least get to know him, someone that I really, really liked watching his videos. I still like watching his videos. And so I was like, shoot, I'm just going to hook him up. He was doing these videos of like all his pickups and things that, he either traded or bought from people. So I was like, I messaged him and was like, hey, can I get your address? I want to send you some stuff. And so he did, and so I sent him a package, and it had a ton of Raiders cards in it, flat out. And right from there, like some of his subscribers, like he shouted me out and said, "Go subscribe to this guy." I had no subscribers at that point, absolutely none. And he's like, "Go sub to him," and like boom, I had like 15, 20 subs just like right off the bat. And then people started talking to me like, hey, you collect cards, and what do you collect? And that kind of started the ball rolling, I guess, so to speak. So anyway, I mean, gradually I've come to meet all of you guys. Um, I raved about it. It was awesome. So I raved about it to Carl Hank the Mutt and to Megagriff 13 Adam and Huff Boy RD Mark. I mean, those are like my best buds, and I was like, hey, you guys, I mean, you guys all collect cards. Um, like, you should check this out, and you should get involved in this. It's pretty fun, and I'm meeting all these people. So that's kind of what happened, and so yeah, so we've been kind of on this thing, and it's kind of always been my philosophy that why hold on to something here when there's people out there that would really enjoy it, and it makes for a good time. It You get to meet awesome people. Asex Deuce 90, scootlyest. This is your freaking channel. Um, Vintage Baseball Fan 18, guys. I mean, you guys know this. Anyone who knows me, like the guy's just awesome. I mean, he's gone like out of his way to help me out with my Bo Jackson collection, like, and he's helped me out as much as anyone, I feel. And I mean, he's a true friend. He's looking out for me, and he feels the same way. Like, why have something that's gonna just sit in a box when I can send it out to you, make your day, you know? And I mean, it creates good feelings, between each other, not not gay feelings, not gay feelings, okay? But like, I mean, it's just like, man, I want to hook him up because he hooked me up. It's not about, I feel obligated to hook him up. For example, right now, so Vintage Baseball Fan 18, I'll tell you the latest. So he sent me two Bo Jackson autographs that I didn't have. He looked on my website, knew that I didn't have them, and he just freaking got them for me, and he sent them to me. I didn't send him anything, and you know, he gives me the whole, "Oh, you don't owe me anything," blah blah blah, and I mean, it's so generous. Like, who does that? Like, who does that these days? And the thing is, it's not. I mean, I always tell him, well, it's like he's like, don't hit me back. Don't worry about it. You've hooked me up, whatever. But I'm like, screw that. Screw that. I don't care what you say. I'm hitting you back. Why? Because I want to. It's not because I feel obligated. Like, oh, he sent me two Bo Jackson cards. Now I have to get him something. Dang it. What do I get him? It's like I want to get him something awesome because why? Because he's hooked me up. You know why? Why do I want to help him out? Because he's my friend. Like, not because he's like someone who has cards that I want. It's because he's my friend. And honestly, like, people that I deal with on here, I deal with them because they're my friends. You know what I mean? And like, the more you get to know people on here, the more you know. It's like this is the kind of guy that I want to be my friend, or this is the kind of guy that I don't want to be my friend. And I don't know. This is gonna get cut off, and I've rambled on for 15 minutes, and whatever. But anyway, Scootliest, thank you. Vintage Baseball Fan 18, thank you. Everybody, thank you. And yeah, let's keep rocking it on.